Hello there, people, and welcome to yet another edition of the Doom P-Wad playthrough. I'm your host, That Sucker, and today we shall be checking out a level known as Subway. Apparently inspired by the sandwich! But yeah, basically, if you're curious about what's going on with Elder Scrolls Arena, I'm gonna be waiting until like the weekend for it because I want to have like as much free time as possible. I'm planning for it to be like an end of game stream. I think we've made it to like the final part, and so I want to make it smooth and very, very calm atmosphere. I want to basically have enough time to do whatever I want to do without distractions, without disturbing. Just basically do for hours and hours and hours to play through. So I figure it would be best to wait for the weekend for that one, so that way we can get the best way we can do it without having to rush, without any type of craziness whatsoever. It's a better atmosphere all around. I think that would be important for the final one. A nice way to like wrap things up and put things together and not be like, oh boy, we just finished, let's get off now. Let's rush off 2 seconds after we finish because God, I gotta get on this level. Yeah, that wouldn't be the best atmosphere. And yeah, I don't believe in that type of thing where we need to rush to finish a level. We just manage our days and whatnot to do everything and we can get it done right. As you see, we've been doing so far and whatnot, but now that we're getting that close, I want to do it, with a certain mindset. Anyway, that's not why you're here. You're here for Doom! Unless, of course, you're really just a weird person that actually cares about what exactly videos I'm outputting. I don't think anybody is, but that's aside the point. So therefore, we are checking out a level known as Subway. 1-1 to be exact. Because, as usual, this is probably another episode 1 level, and people seem to love to do that back then. I understand that a lot more than I do, like, a lot of the other things. Like, the fact of the matter that a lot of people throw in, like, very weird names all around, and make absolutely no sense half the time. Seriously, I do not understand the naming conventions of 1994 levels at all. I assume something had to do with DOS, because in DOS you couldn't exactly type like good names probably, because you gotta think, I don't think there's like capital case and whatnot, so that's why you get like a lot of like capital letters and all that. Because I think really like prior to Windows everything was like capitals, so there wasn't any like easy way to like do capitals or whatnot versus lowercase. At least it wasn't as easy as Windows. I'm not sure if it is possible in DOS, as far as I know. I think it's just straight typing, but there might be a way to distinguish that I'm just not aware of. I played with DOS bots, played with commands, a command on Windows, played with different things that had similar DOS prompts, but I don't think I've ever had to worry about changing between uppercase and lowercase keys generally. So yeah, one of those things I just don't bother with, and probably because of the fact that Mary with Dynamite, most people just didn't care. It didn't output any differently. It looked, like all capitals. So why did anyone care in '94? And so we get a lot of capital letters. And I guess maybe there was a file name limit. Maybe there was like a certain size that was limited. Maybe when you were naming files, you couldn't have spaces or so, because I know like spaces are a pain in the butt to get working right, so people didn't want to do spaces, so they did short file names that were easy to load up using a text space interface. So yeah, I guess while I have to like complain about like how level names are, as they're like totally unintuitive and very, very confusing because they're just short file names that make no sense half the time. It also does make sense from the time we're talking about. We're talking about levels that were made with DOS, not Windows. We didn't have a nice pre-GUI. I mean, I guess Windows 3.1 was around at the time, but I don't know. I think even when Windows 3.1 was around, DOS was more popular generally. You generally hear of games getting support for like DOS at the time. Windows was around, but it was more just an interface for DOS itself. And generally speaking, you would still use DOS for everything. Games were being supported for DOS. It was all about DOS back in like then. And it really didn't change until with Windows 95 and all. And even then, I don't really think DOS started leaking out until like 96, probably early like 97. Because even 96, you had Quake and whatnot, and Quake was still using DOS. And it was only until the source ports that you really started seeing Windows in action. Um, so all that in mind, it's just a little history lesson, but also is an important one because I have been rambling in the past about file names making no sense, and I should have to also at the same time defend why they did it. As I said, it's not they just wanted to randomly torture us by saying the weirdest names. No, it was just the best way to name their levels at the time. It's also why exactly they probably don't have different names. Actually, I don't get that one. Why don't they have different names in the README files? Like, you're limited by the file name itself when you're creating the file, but the file name isn't what is the name of your level, supposedly. But for everyone here, they're always naming their level after their file name. It's just treated exactly the same. I don't get that. Why wouldn't you have a file name, but then you have a unique, different name? Some levels seem to do that, but a lot don't. And so I guess that's where the problem occurs that makes no sense to me. Because, like I said, the file name, it's excusable for why they do it. But the thing is, most levels do not need to use the file name. It's actually kind of weird to use the file name because the file name is supposed to be unconventional and whatnot, and just for quick loading using the GUI. So even today or so, levels would have a very simplistic name to quickly load them up. All Quake levels are going to have a weird name or something loading them up. At the same time, they have a nice GUI or something that will say exactly what the level name is. Doom doesn't seem to have that. At least not vanilla Doom. And I guess that's why they didn't care, as far as I see. Because the fact of the matter that the only way you could have seen the level name was in the README, or I'm assuming when you open the auto map. Or saved. I think maybe when you would autosave, maybe it would tell you. But in any event, they didn't seem to care about those things. Maybe, generally speaking, that tends to be a thing, though, that's not paid attention to early in map design or modding of any game. I think usually for some reason that's something that's kind of like waited until as time goes on. But yeah, it's definitely noticeable. And I just kind of want to do a real random rant about it. That's taking me over 7 minutes. Okay, let's actually get to the level itself. Subway11 by Greg B. Some Star Wars. Some neatness. Oh boy, another Star Wars one. Have to try it once. Main level is like a subway line with stations. Has some optional puzzles. Optional. Oh god, you know me, we're completionists. We have to do everything. There's apparently someone who made a megawatt.wad that I've never heard of that made the subway idea. Maybe we'll come across it, throw it early in the playlist, and we'll understand it later on looking back. But this is also one of the reasons why my playlist is useful. I know Vorkness has in the past kind of said that it wasn't exactly the best of ideas or whatnot, and really chronology didn't matter. But there is one time that really this chronology thing could be useful. Because generally when we load up these levels, we seem to see a lot of additional credits to another level or so. At least it's seen here, and I think I've seen it a couple times before. And that might be interesting to check out or so, because then you can see that earlier level and see exactly what they're taking inspiration from. Right now, you have to look up that file manually yourself and play it, because the fact of the matter that I've never touched it. The way it would work there, you would have seen that level me playing before if you're looking at it from a chronological perspective. Or if you're interested in how I did episodic, and how I actually checked out because I seem to ramble about things in the order that I see them, then I did it that way too. So it just is basically giving people more options and giving them more benefits. And that's kind of why I bothered still doing it, because it's just another option. Anyway, let's see here. There's single player and cooperative. There's no difficulty settings or really anything else whatsoever. It's a new base level from scratch. Yep. BSP, DU, and all that fun stuff. Bugs are not, there are none. They're all puzzles. And yeah. You can do whatever you want with this file. And that's about it. Okay, now that I've rambled for 10 minutes, let's actually get to the WAD file itself, aka the reason you came here. I mean, I would like to think you came for my beautiful voice, as for some reason I feel you were interested in the file. So therefore, we shall see said file. Doom! I can load a game and shoot things in it. Oh, I just loaded up I'm Too Young to Die. Yeah! I'm too young to die! That definitely is a great way to, like, look at camera. The only difficulty I can play on is I'm too young to die. Dear God, what am I doing with my life? I cannot handle anything more in this game. That seems problematic. So, yeah. And we're in a train station. Train station. Totally looks like a train station to me. It has a lot of trees. Yep. Just like every train station I've ever seen. It has very thin walls at the ceiling that go into oblivion. Yep. Very important. Very important. And here's the train area where we have nice flat little stairs. Honestly, this level feels like something like a deathmatch level already. I really would feel like this is very much a deathmatch level. I actually think I recall this level. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty dull, I think. I can't think of anything really wrong with it. It's just kind of boring. We'll see though, because we got hole number 1, hole number 2, hole number 3, and hole number 4. Do you want to pretend to be a train? No? Well, your guys are the wrong playthrough. Go check out something else. But for those of you who said, yes, I want to be a imaginary train and shoot things as I go down the tracks because that's what trains do. I think you can confuse on what a train is, but that's beside the point. Let's go down this way. And find a random shotgun. I am glad I came this way. But luckily it kind of looks shorter than me, so I went that way. Now the intriguing thing about this one is, it goes 2 different ways. So, choose a train direction and go! Okay, which way do we want to go to start shooting things? We have a lot of stuff to kill and 4 secrets to find. Something tells me we're going to have frustration with secrets here. Oh, look, another train station! Does anyone want to die? It's a former human! I'm doomed! That's the name of the game! Okay, so I don't think we've made any progress whatsoever in finding these secrets, but I wonder on code creation. Okay, so we have lots of former humans. Oh my god, it's Star Wars! Why is there Star Wars here? Look at this, this is Star Wars! They weren't kidding, this is the Death Star. This is the freaking Death Star in the middle of a train station. Totally makes sense to me. Okay, where are we going? The Death Star plans are not on the main computer? Sure they are. You just need to look harder. Let's go down here. And find out I've just gone back to the beginning. Yes! My dreams have been realized. They told me how to get back to the beginning of the game. Okay, what's this one go? Yay! This is so much fun! Going back to the beginning and right to the train station. Nothing more could be ever accomplished, but, well, let's see what happens when I press this button. I caused something to happen! Uh-oh! I caused something to happen! I'm terrified! What have I done? I've doomed humanity! Sure. Let's go with that. I don't know what I'm doing! Please help me. I pressed a bunch of buttons and I don't know what they did. I'm kind of scared. I just pressed random buttons. Please don't hate me. I did something terrible and I don't know what I've done. I possibly doomed humanity. Hello? Anyone here? I doomed humanity and I'd like to complain about it. Yeah, sure. Let's go with this place. Yeah, I'll totally say this is normal. How is this a secret? I really don't even know how this is a secret. Oh my god, lots of things to kill. Die! I found lots of things to shoot. I found the best place in the game with lots of things I can shoot over and over repeatedly. Yay, somehow that was a secret. I'm really kind of confused as that one, but I'll go with it. Free secret. Okay, so apparently everything in this level is a former human. I'm not sure I like the idea. That's gonna get very old, very fast game. Oh my god, it's more former humans! They're everywhere! I see a chain gun! I want that chain gun! Because that would give me ammo since all these are former humans are all. I'm doomed! Okay, maybe I've been too conservative with ammo. Ooh! I just opened something up. I don't know what I've done, but sure. I want that thing. I don't know what I've done, but sure. Oh god, where have I gone? Hi! I'm totally lost in the middle of a train station. Anyone want to shoot me? I'm kind of psychotic. Somehow I've accomplished and opened something up. I think I just opened and closed that. Or maybe there's some opening somewhere else. Okay. I'm kind of lost. Bear with me. Okay, this looks like an exit area. I think this is the exit. It would seem obvious. Oh god, what have I done? Oh god, no. Game? This is problematic. I have trapped myself in the world. This is kind of problematic. I would say very problematic, actually. Like, I don't think I can do anything now that I've unleashed hell. Listen. Don't have those one-way areas. They really do not help the situation. Okay, let's run down here. Down this really long, necessary train track. And, yeah. I'm a train! Chugga, chugga, chugga. Uh-oh, I unleashed hell! I'm a train! I feel special! And so this is how everybody dies. To a guy yelling that he's special and is actually an imaginary train. He's kind of insane. Bear with him. He will be your new overlord. God, where in God's name am I going? I'm totally lost. Oh boy, hellfire! That's what I wanted. This is what I wanted in the middle of my train set. Hellfire! Yeah! Chugga, chugga, chugga. I like to wander around in the middle of a circular... What is this? Why is this a thing? Where am I going? Where in God's name am I going? Somebody please tell me where in God's name am I going? I just seem to be going in circles over and over. That's literally what they're showing on the map, is me going in circles. I found the rocket launcher. Yay! I've accomplished something amazing! And all that was for naught, because now I'm back where I started. And over here is the way over to that. I seem to be not finding secrets. That will be a problem at some point. I'm kind of worried. Because I have 28 health and no secrets. No secrets really bug me. Like, yo, let's come up here. And shoot these guys. Sure. It's a trap! Oh my god, I found a secret. Somehow this is a secret. I don't know how or why, but it's a secret. I will go with that game. You gave me a secret. I don't know why, but sure. I have a secret. I have found myself secrets. Okay, so that's secret number 3. We do have a problem. We only have 3 secrets. And, yeah. One problem. 3 secrets. 1 exit switch. I'm not in the game like this game. You're going to make me go insane, but I want to find that last secret. Okay, let's actually go crazy and shoot everything with a rocket launcher. Die, former human! This is totally excessive, but I don't care! Jimmy crack corn and I don't care! I got a rocket launcher! Yeah, this isn't overpowered or cheap at all. Okay, so we're missing one enemy. And now one enemy is going to be my hellhole. Because, yeah. Where in God's name is this last enemy? Yeah? Perhaps? Oh my God, it's an enemy! Die! I found an enemy! Okay, so this is problematic. I don't know what follow mode is, but I'll turn it on and off and hope something happens. Maybe I achieve victory in the game. I want a secret. I want a secret game, and I know you have it. Where's the secret? What do I need to do to get the secret? It's that stupidly simple. You have a secret? I want the secret? Give me the secret. Do I have to hop every wall in the level to get a secret? It seems like it. You really want me to do that game? You think I'm that crazy? I am. Well, thank you. Anyone else will appreciate it. I really think it would be best for you to give me a secret. Because I'm crazy like that. And people will regret it. People will regret it. Think I was mental. Okay, let's get the chainsaw out. And let's do this! Every wall in the bloody level! Ready? Whee! This is so much fun. Yep. This is what happens when you don't give me the secret, game. I start hopping every wall and get persistent. And now we have a massive train track to run down and do this. I hope you won't plan on doing anything, people, because we're in it for the long haul. We're in it to have every single last wall here. Oh, because they didn't want to give me the answer. You don't want to give me the answer? Fine. I mean, clearly it's just be as simple as down there. Oh, God. I fell in the slime. I am doomed. Look at me. I have 8 health. Yeah, no. Reload. Reload. Shoot outside of the screen. Thank God Doom is in Arcade Classic, or else we'd be having big problems right now. Okay, so we have 2 teleporters. I'm too lazy to really wander back here, so let's figure out what they do. Teleport number 1. Teleports me here. Teleport number 2. Teleports me here. Well, that accomplished absolutely diddly squat. I hope you weren't expecting anything, because people, we're going to be having a lot of fun. Specifically with secrets. And the things they can do to your mind. Chainsaw! I hate this wall! I hate every wall! Ever since they destroyed my family! And now I wish to take my revenge on walls! Yeah. What are you doing with your life? Huh? Huh? I want in! I went into your exclusive club of chainsaw-obsessed people. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, I can chainsaw walls. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, I can chainsaw walls. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, the song is getting repetitive. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, I do. So, yeah. How are people today? Gay state your income tax? How many exemptions have you gotten in the past year? I'm really out of things to talk about. Where is that bloody secret? I want it! And I believed in it hard enough. It's like a magical fairy. If you believe it should appear. Why doesn't it appear for me? Have I been lied to? You know what? I'm annoyed because of the up and down area all around, all that. So I'm actually going to do, because I'm cheap like that, let's actually no clip, because I don't even believe there is a secret. I'm really starting to question it. Wait, what? We were in the teleporter. No, that's the secret. That's the secret, people. Okay, so somehow this is triggerable as a secret. I don't believe that can be triggered. I believe if we walk in there, there's a reason why we walked into a teleporter last time, because we didn't walk all the way back. We walked into a teleporter. So we need to find a way onto the teleporter without triggering that, because we're not getting the secret that way. I could get onto it like this, but this doesn't trigger the secret. So we need to get on the teleporter without triggering the secret. How do we do that? Is it even possible? I don't think so. We can stand there like that, but see, we're still not getting the secret. And until we get the secret registered, I'm trying like from all different corners, all different sides, I'm not getting anything. And this is where the secret is. So yeah, it's pretty much practically impossible to get the secret. Yeah. It's as simple as walking on here with no grip. So if you were curious, people, that's the secret. Am I glad I didn't hump every other wall in this level for it? I kind of was starting to figure, because every other secret had been pretty obvious and out of the way. I didn't expect him to pull a let's hide it behind the most coolest wall in this massive train set. So yeah, I started wondering if there was something that wasn't working right. And sure enough, there was. Well, we just saved a bunch of time that we would have otherwise have been spent torturing ourselves because of a bloody secret. Gotta love it, right? Gotta love these broken secrets in these broken levels. I gotta love it. You know, I tell ya, it's absolute torture. Because they know that 100% completion, and they know I don't know when there's a broken secret or not. Die! Die! Everything! Die in 150 vicinity! Die! I hate you all! You can die! You die too! I don't think you died yet. Well, you'll die soon, because I got a rocket launcher. I'm kind of insane. I'm a danger like that to society. Hooray! I have 7 health! And I've got all the secrets, I've killed all the stuff! Let us enter this godforsaken train-like level, made of just former humans everywhere. I do not know why. With somewhat Star Wars stuff. Because that's totally trains. When I think trains, and waiting for the train station, I think Death Star! I might be totally insane, but it totally makes sense! And I don't understand what really neatness is. This level wasn't that neat. But that's just me. And yeah. Like, I actually have an opinion. Who could have an opinion? Definitely not I, no siree. Anyway, well then, mind. Thank you very much all for watching. And I shall see you all next time.